All right, Toronto, we are back. Now, we're up here at the trade deadline. We're 38, 18, and 6, sitting at 82 points, which is second best in the entire NHL. So, not doing too bad on the season. Got 3-point per game players still in our top line of Marner, Nylander, and Matthews. We expected that. But I don't think there is really anything left for us to get into other than getting through the trade deadline, as well as probably just simming the rest of the season. So let's go ahead and just simulate up to the trade deadline. Now we are, I would say, definitely just straight buyers. But we don't really have anything. We don't really have anything to give up, anyone to, like, you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, like, we don't really have many assets to go and get stud players. We also don't really have salary cap to go get stud players. And a lot of these guys, like, first round draft pick they want in return. I mean, a top 4 defenseman I could probably part ways with, because that's what we seem to have a little bit extra of, is top 4 defenseman. St. Louis trade. Torrey Krug to the Ottawa Senators in exchange for James Norris and Boucher. Interesting. The Senators just got rid of James Norris. Let's see here. So who was I was just looking at one of them, and I don't see him here anymore. They might have taken him off the market. Oh, it was James Norris that I was looking at. All right, well. See, trade alert, the Red Wings. The Red Wings trade Kopp and Pissick to the New York Rangers in exchange for Trouba and a 6th. Ooh. Red Wings are getting a stronger D-core. Okay. So my thing is, I don't think I'd be looking for anything but maybe like a second or third line forward. I wish I could just switch to... I didn't even know this was a thing. I wish I could just switch to... Got another trade here from Colorado. Arturi Lehkonen and a 6th rounder in 2024 for Gustav Nyquist, Goligoski, and Thornton. Okay. So basically what I wish I could do is just find available wingers. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly defensemen and centers, and I don't really want to go for like an 83, so to me, it doesn't look like anyone's available that I would actually go for. Montreal Canadiens trade Drouin and a 3rd in 2024 in exchange for a 2nd and a 4th. Okay, so that makes sense that the Senators would be stacking up even more. We'll hop into proposed trade here really quick, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So, as far as defensemen goes, we are kind of loaded up on NHL caliber defensemen. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 NHL caliber defensemen. We don't need 9. So I was potentially looking at like a Brody and like a Shen. Pair those guys up in a deal with, let's see. So Boston wants both of them, but that's in division. I don't really want to. Carolina Hurricanes, we wouldn't have to take much salary back either. What do they have for forwards? Not really too much that I'd be looking at. I mean, like a Teravainen would be good, but I think that's too much value. I don't think that we could, and they're a buyer, so they would not, yeah, they wouldn't even, there's no way they would go for that. So is there any situation they're a buyer? Edmonton Oilers definitely a buyer. They're not going to get rid of anybody that's buyer. Montreal Canadiens are sellers, but they do want Brody. They're buyers, buyer. Yeah, I mean, anyone who's going to want both of them is going to be a buyer. Sellers are not going to want them, except for the St. Louis Blues. Let's see here. They just acquired Josh Norris. Maybe someone like Vrana, and then I can maybe grab a pick back. Something I could do. Or maybe even, how many years does Braden Shen have left? He's got 6? No, I can't take that. It would be Shen or Vrana. Because Josh Norris has way too big of a contract. 8 for 8. So it'd have to be Vrana. 2 years left at 2.6. I mean, it definitely strengthens our forward core. Let's see. New York Rangers trade Robertson, Goodrow, and Henriksen to the Red Wings in exchange for Mata, Chason, and Osterley. Okay. I mean, like, I could easily get that to go through. Is there anyone else I would want to take? Either of these bottom guys have 1 year? No. Let's go all skaters. See, is there anyone with 1 year with like no value that I could potentially find a roster spot for? Ortuzzo as a depth player in the playoffs in case of injury. He's got 2 years. So Gaudette. Adam Gaudette. I don't like his depth stats. Louis Eriksson. Not too bad actually. 90 discipline. He's not going to put himself in the box as a depth player, and he's got decent defense. I wouldn't mind putting Louis Eriksson on there. League approved. I could probably get like a third back for this as well. Let's go ahead and we'll toss in a fourth because they want to get rid of it. So we have Vrana and Eriksson and a fourth for Brody and Shen. We already have an excess of defensemen. We're clearing up some salary cap as well and getting back a better forward for more depth scoring. So I like this. I think it looks pretty good. He fits on forward line 4, so he can be a depth scorer for us for sure. And we're still looking at having Riley, Wierenski, Muzzins, Severson, Liljegren, Gustafsson, Giordano. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we still have 7. I think 2 defensemen is the perfect amount to trade. So I think this is what we're gonna go for now. I mean, is there somewhere we can get someone better than Vrana? Probably. Lightning, we're not going in division. Vegas, they want them both. Do they have an abundance of decent forwards? Kind of looks like it. Only Marchessault. I could definitely take on a Marchessault contract. Definitely. That looks like it could go straight up. I feel like Marchessault would be a good pickup for us too. Great puck skills. I could toss him on like the power play. Marchessault would be a good pickup. I think we propose this. Both teams would have the same, pretty much the same cap within $500,000 after it's done. Let's try it. Value on the table is too far off. No, see, I'm not gonna get into dealing with all that. Conservative buyer are the Capitals. Let's see. No, I mean, I would be looking for like a veteran that could somehow help us get it done. Like Wheeler, he's still got 2 left. I don't want that. No, it's too much value. The Ducks, do they have anybody? No. Let's see. Coyotes, I'm pretty sure they don't have anybody. I mean, like Clayton Keller, but that's not what I'm looking for. Voracek, not what I'm looking for. Not going to Boston. Buffalo doesn't want either of them. Carolina. Chicago. Taves is only an 84 overall. Nah, I can't do that. Colorado. No. Columbus? Nope. Dallas. Someone like a Sagan would be ideal, but 5 years at 9.8, definitely not gonna happen. Pavelski though. Go Pavelski. Need to sweeten the value just a touch. But this, it's not the value on the table is too far off. This, I can go here, and this will go through. Let me know down in the comments if you guys think this is a bad idea. I think this is a good idea. I think Pavelski with Ryan O'Reilly on that second line is almost untouchable. We don't need Brody and Shen. We don't need the 7th. We get Pavelski for this playoff stretch. He will undoubtedly help us. I think we send it. And we make a blockbuster trade. We take Joe Pavelski at the trade deadline. Alrighty. Well, 10 a.m. Only 2 hours left. We'll go ahead and look at the trade summary. Let's see. So Pitt acquired a third and a third and James Neal. Wait. They acquired a third, and James Neal from Columbus. Columbus gets Owen Pickering and Isaac Beliveau. Let's see. We got a trade coming in right now. New York Rangers trade a second, a sixth, Edstrom and Emberson to the Kraken in exchange for a third, Susie and Hayden. Let's see. Anything else notable here? Thomas Grice. No, that's not notable. Josh Manson goes to the Anaheim Ducks. Matt Benning goes to Vegas. Klingberg goes to Carolina. Olimata goes to the Devils. Ryan Graves goes to the Rangers. So the Rangers flipped Mata immediately. That's interesting. And we saw all those other trades. So let's see, anything else? Athanasiou goes to Buffalo. Nick Leddy goes to Boston. Ethan Bear goes to Edmonton, as well as Tanner Pearson and Travis Dermott. And we saw the rest. Let's see, there was just a trade there that I didn't actually get to see across the bottom. Let's see what else we got here. Ottawa acquires Matt Dumba and Frederick Goudreau from Minnesota. Minnesota gets Grieg and Lassie Thompson from Ottawa. Nice. Alright, well, I think we're going to hop out of the trade deadline here. We're going to go rework our team really quick. And we're going to see how this roster looks going into the last little bit of the year. So let's go ahead and, okay, so it looks like let's go head coach preferred. There we go. Okay, so we got Riley apparently playing left wing and Pavelski playing center. So, I mean, Pavelski's face-offs are 81, 94. Nope. We go Pavelski up the middle. We go Bunting on the left, and we go Riley down the... Yeah, we go Riley down the middle, Pavelski on the right, Bunting on the left. Let's go... Yeah, let's keep Eric Hall on the bottom line. I don't mind that. Kerfoot. Two-way forward, Kampf, two-way forward. I think we're gonna switch those guys. Gustafson, Muzzin. Go ahead and go there. Let's go Muzzin and Liljegren, Gustafson and Werenski, Severson and Riley. Do I want a +3 on the top line, or do I want... Nah, I think, honestly, let's run with it like this. Doesn't look too bad. The fact that Riley only has 15 points, we're kind of we're overpaying for someone that's not producing at all. 15 points. Oh, he's only played 23 games. That's right. And I forgot he was injured for the whole year. So 15 points in 23 games. Never mind. I'm glad I caught that. Let's see. Samsonov 9-10, 266 with 28 wins. Murray 9-2-8, 2-2-1 with 10 wins. Okay. All right, we're going to hop into a little more simulation here. Let's see, how much of the season do we have left? Yeah, about a month and a half. So let's go ahead and get going through this month. We took a 4-3 loss on trade deadline day, but Pavelski hadn't gotten in yet, so that's why. We don't need Vakanainen. And 3 games in a row where we grab a point. 4 games in a row where we grab a point. 5. March 26th. Okay, not too bad. He'll be back at the end of this month. And okay, there we go. There's our first point of not... There's our first game of not getting a point. Yeah, 45, 21, and 8. We are in physically, easily the hardest division in hockey. We're 3 points out of first. We've already clinched a playoff spot, though. There are other divisions where no other division has a team clinched except for the Avalanche. And we have 3 that have already clinched. Wow. We still have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games left, and 3 teams in the division have already clinched. Woof. Like, that's the craziest part, is you look at our division, and 4th place is good for 2nd and or 3rd in every other division. Pretty close to 2nd, though. Sorry about the yawning. Oh, recording this early morning again. Let's go ahead and simulate up to this day. Let's go ahead and get this over with. We know we clinched. We're a 100-point team as well, 102. Morgan Riley has a strained hamstring. April 19th is when he's back. So he won't be back for the first couple games of the first round, but we're going to go ahead and do a season wrap-up here. Let's see, William Nylander had 91 points. That's awesome. All right. So, Matthews almost hit the 50 goal. Well, Bunting hit the 20. Nylander, Riley, Marner, and Matthews all hit the 20. Our point per game players are these top 3 right here. 91, 90, and 86 out of Matthews. Let's just check defenseman alone. How did we do? Morgan Riley had 23 points in 39 games. Is this guy like injury prone or something? What's his durability? It's 85. Why has he been injured so often? Alright, well, let's go ahead and hop over to goalie. Sorry about the beeping in the background. Yeah, I mean, good years. 910, 2.67, 921, 2.38. 34 wins and 14 out of our backup. Can't complain there. Let's go ahead and we're just going to look at team stats. Now, maybe we'll see something here that'll help us be a cup-winning team instead of a second rounder. So, let's go ahead and look at, we can just look at our division, that's fine. What's our power play percentage? 18.5. I mean, that's good for 3rd in our division. How about our penalty kill? Penalty kill's best in our division. So our power play isn't, but our penalty kill is. Now, how many times were we shorthanded compared to everybody else? We were middle of the pack, literally tied for middle of the pack in our division. So it's not like we're taking way too many penalties. The Buffalo Sabres are taking way too many penalties. But there, not looking too bad. Let's see who we have. Or you know what, we can go, let's also look and see. 111 points on the Senators. I would be surprised if that wasn't President's. Yeah, that's President's Trophy. Wow, look at that. We have 3 of the top 5 in our division. That's wild. All right, well, let's see. Our goals against per game. Yeah, I mean, in the entire league, we're 4th best in goals against per game. I think goals for is actually where we could improve. But we have a great offense. Yeah, we're all the way down here at 3.07. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams. So we're 12th in goals for. Let's see. Power play percentage. I mean, we're 5th best in the entire league. And penalty kill, we're literally the best in the entire league. So, not worried about penalty kill. Not worried about power play. We just had a very good division. But yeah, let's go ahead and we are going to see who we have in the first round. But we're going to go ahead and leave that for the next video. So, let's go ahead and see. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right. So, we're looking at Kucherov. We're looking at Hedman. We're looking at... Oh... All right, so we're gonna go ahead and view lines here, see what we're going up against, and then we'll start it up in the next video. Let's see. Tampa Bay Lightning here. They got Stammer on the second line, Braden Point, Kucherov. Yeah, I mean, they kind of look like us up front because of they got 3 studs. Let's see, defenseman. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think we have them beat in defenseman, but this is where they got us beat for sure. Is Andre Vasilevsky. Vasilevsky. How do we beat them? How do we figure out how to beat them? Let's look at their power play. Oh, that's brutal. All right, it's gonna be tough to stop their power play, but our penalty kill is the best in the entire league. So we're gonna see how that plays out. We're gonna go ahead and get into that at the beginning of the next video. So I will catch you guys then. Peace.